stopping me now.
Nope.
Ain't no stopping me now. Ain't no stopping me now.
Nope.
Ain't no stopping me now. Ain't no stopping me now.
Nope.
Ain't no stopping me now. Ain't no stopping me now. Ain't no stopping me now. Ain't no stopping me now.
Nope.
So why would you try? I tell no lies. Got fear in his eyes. Don't play with this guy that is not wise. Play my hand right. Got pink Sprite. Styrofoam white. Top 8 ice. She's so shy. She still try. These lame ass niggas, they so tired. Stay getting money. Try to take from me. Rap like a mummy. Can't say nothing. That's his money. Bring it here, honey. She work for me. Fly snow bunny. Whatever I said, I done it. Talk girly, run me my money. Grip hard, I keep water running. Stack hard, thumbing through blue hundreds. Summing up, take nothing, I'm funded. Hear nothing, these rappers be mumbling. Running up, magician with the numbers. Cold winters, it's bands in the summer. No, really, I'm just being honest. Graduated and hustling with honors. Beat the case, not guilty, your honor. No snitching, not talking, I promise. Ain't no stopping me now. 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 Swing. Make it make sense. Make it make sense. Make it make sense. What's happening, y'all, man? 3-ish, like I said. Never will give you no precise time because I don't know how nature gonna move me. First and foremost, I give thanks to the Most High Creator God. Thank you for all that you have given me, even the stuff I didn't want, even the stuff I didn't want to endure, even the stuff that I didn't even want to happen to me. Thankful that I'm happy to say that I appreciate it. Thankful that I am happy to say that I appreciate it. Now, that wasn't no mess up. Thankful I am happy. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. I appreciate everything that I don't want happening to me. I appreciate everything that is happening to me. I appreciate everyone that plays a part in my growth. I appreciate everyone's when my energy don't match with yours. I pray for protection. I ask for healing. But most important, understanding that I know who I am. And by the way that this system is set up, I know how to conduct myself. Knowing that I am a human being and the things that human beings do that cannot be explained, but they know that human beings do it. Please forgive me for everything I said, done, and even thought of to harm anyone. Huh? You want to talk about starting off with a bang? Yeah, thankful for all the stuff that happened to me. And I'm thankful that I know that life is great. Despite the pain or the clouds or the journey that you on that ain't too pleasant to you. Your finances being taken away from you. You done lost your job. You getting into it with people you wouldn't even think that you were supposed to get into it with. I'm talking to you. Huh? You got unexpected stuff happening that you got to spend finances that you don't even have. I'm talking about the ones who don't even beg no more. They don't even pray no more. I ain't saying that they just sit there and don't say nothing. You understand what I'm saying? They don't sit there and say nothing and they just go through it. Now, I ain't talking about the tough ones who just takes all kinds of ass whoopings and still go out and what you see in this person is nothing but joy and happiness. Oh, and if you don't see joy and happiness, you're going to see nothing but pain. See, them the ones that I'm talking to right now. Them the ones I'm talking to. Them the ones I'm talking to. I'm talking to the ones who stand up. I'm talking about, I want you to picture what the fuck I'm talking about today, y'all. I'm talking about you standing up in the middle of a fucking hurricane and ain't shit happening to you. See, you should be shouting right now. See, in the middle of that hurricane, you getting hit by every doggone thing that hurricane has to offer. The dirty side of the storm, the rain part of the storm, the windy part of the storm. See, somebody that's on here watching know that one of those elements, that's what you're going through in life right now. You get tossed around to and fro like the wind. Huh? You getting just drenched with shit that you ain't even asked for, and you ain't even got enough protection to know that you are fist to get wet. I'm talking about the one. I'm talking about the lightning, the force winds, the rain, the rip current. I'm talking about the sea levels rising, your blood pressure rising, because you're in a situation where you just going off reaction. You just going off, they got me fucked up. You just going off whatever the fuck you was taught. See, those are all kinds of type of creations right there, man. You got to understand what type of creation you are. And I'm thankful to know what type of creation I am. Because I'm made in this image, right? I'm made in this image, huh? I'm made in this image, right? So if I'm made in this image, I already know that I'm God. See, they don't want you to know that you're God, because once you start belittling yourself on your own through manipulation, make it make sense. Make it make sense. 3-ish on Sundays. Coming to you, Galveston Podcast. Mr. Come See About Me, aka Richard Paul, aka Mr. Eric Code, aka Mr. 49. Those are known in other places because I took Galveston with me everywhere I went, and you can go check the records. You can go do the paperwork. Everybody know about what they need to know about wherever I was at when I meet everybody. That's what that whole Come See About Me thing at. That's just an umbrella for all the amazing people that I met and came across. Shout out to you. All the amazing people I came across and I'm still in contact. Shout out to you. Shout out to you for just taking this journey with me and making sure that I am all right mentally. It's a lot of people that make sure that I'm all right mentally. And I'm thankful for that. I'm thankful for my situation where I'm at right now. I'm thankful for that. I'm thankful for the people involved in that right now. We got the mother of the kids and you got the kids. I appreciate them dearly. I will put them first because that's what I see every day. And that's who they deal with every day. And that's who they see me grow. And that's when they see me not grow. That's when they see me make progress. That's when they see me regress. But they here to love me the same way and see me as a transparent human being that I am, knowing that I'm going to make mistakes. And if I know I'm going to make mistakes, I'm going to make sure, and I know that I'm not going to make that mistake twice. See, what it is you can't do the same thing twice, because if you do it twice, that means you're meant to do it. You can't do the same thing twice, because if you do it again, that means you're meant to do it, and that means that was on your mind, and that's what you wanted to do. So let's just be human beings for a minute. That's why every time you see me talk on any platform that I am, shout out to Garage Talk, shout out to Mr. Washington. Iron sharpen iron, and that's what we do every time we encounter each other. And the universe is to put it to where the Almighty, the one above, God said first and foremost, hey man, I'm gonna put you around people that's gonna make you successful, and you're gonna know the people that's trying to make you unsuccessful, and I'm gonna protect you from that, and you're gonna know because they can't do nothing to you to get to where you already supposed to be at. See, if you think that you're not there yet, then that's why you never received and got there yet. See, when you think that you're not there, that's why you're not there yet, because in your mind, you said that you can't get there because it's water over there and you ain't got a boat. But hey, maybe you know how to swim. Maybe you know somebody else with a boat. All I'm here to say is, look, there's always something you can grab onto when it ain't going your way. It's always something that you could just, when I say grab on, I'm talking about you go right there to your brain of yours. You just lost your son. And you got to go right there in that brain of yours. And while you're in there, right there in that brain of yours, you got to find something good about losing your son. You got to find something because you lost your firstborn. Not only was that your firstborn, that was Junior. And the person that Junior became after parent told Junior to do exactly what I've seen with my own eyes Junior do, I ain't got nothing to be mad about. I don't have nothing to be mad about because he was 4 times the better person than I was. And I told him to be better than me in all mistakes or all journeys of life. I ain't going to say mistakes, of all things he's seen his dad do, because he's seen his dad do a lot. Yeah. Yeah. He's seen his dad do a lot. So I'm really thankful. You understand what I'm saying? Like, that's what I hold on to. I really hold on to the fact that what makes me, I go there sometimes because I can't see his face no more. And his voice from your firstborn, the voice from your firstborn always replays in my mind. All the times that he said he loved you. All the times, the last time you seen him. I seen him 2 weeks before he died. I seen him 2 weeks. I seen him 2 weeks before that. And now I understand what that meeting was. Now that I got to experience what I got to experience. You know, a year ago I had to deal with my mama and battling cancer. I mean, I guess I'm just built for this here. You understand what I'm saying? And I just keep a straight face. And I hope the people that I'm around really, you know what I'm saying, have some type of morals to where they, you know, love conquers everything. And when I call myself a God, I know that love conquers everything. And I just want to be around love. You could be doing whatever the fuck you doing in life. I don't give a fuck as long as you know how to love. Ah, man, I don't care what a person does in life. That shit, I am not going to sit up here and be like, oh, man, nah, bro, because all I can think about is what the fuck I used to do and how the fuck I used to do it. And don't nobody know that shit but me. Other people, you know, they got close. All they did know, and if you knew, that mean you was really real. If you really knew, that mean you was really close. And I tell you everything, but you wouldn't even have to be told shit because you was there living this shit with me. Make it make sense. Sundays, you know, the topic is let it go. I wanted a couple of people to get on. I always go. I just start as soon as the camera cut on. I always be thankful for whatever takes control of me when I start talking. I picked this day. I was on probation, y'all. Check this out. I was on probation, and they had me an outpatient. And while on probation, and I was on probation for 6 years too. But while on probation, bro, I was an outpatient. You know what I'm saying? And there's rehab. And you know, I'm in the class one day, huh? And a teacher, you know, I'm me. I'm doing what I'm doing right now, y'all. I am doing what I was doing right now. I'm in there. It's the people in there, however to say, and I'm talking like, man, I ain't robbing, killing, and stealing, and taking nothing. I ain't that type of dope fiend. I ain't that whoop to whoop. I don't go kill nobody. I don't go steal nothing out nobody else. All the time I whoop to whoop is when I got everything, my eyes dotted and my teeth, and I stopped. While I stopped, I caught myself and found out what type of addict I was. And then when I found out what type of addict I was, and it dawned on me as I was talking, because I'm telling y'all why I'm thankful to be where I'm at right now. That intercede part made me understand what type of addict I was. I was a get all your stuff done, let's go party type of addict. Not no, I needed to function addict. So when I found that out, y'all should have seen the expression on that lady's face. Y'all should have seen the expression on that lady's face. That lady looked at me like, I've been trying to tell you this shit since you got in this goddamn class. Do y'all know it took me 5 times? I graduated high school, college, all that shit with flying colors. But did you know I could not pass the goddamn me outpatient? Because I had to make a decision, y'all. Keep rolling with me. I had to make a decision. You either gonna stop doing what the fuck you doing, or they gonna lock your ass up. You can't outsmart their ass. See, I'm talking about all the ones who got a little knowledge and wisdom. You can't outsmart their ass. Shit. I thought I was outsmarting them. I thought I was a chemist. I thought I had the goddamn alchemy right. I thought I had the periodic table set up correctly. I thought I had all the scientific notations that you possibly could need right there with me. And that shit did not work because that bitch kept coming back dirty. Until in my mind, I said, I gotta stop. Not what you gonna stop for? See, I can't stop just because they want me to stop, because I'm not gonna stop. I hope y'all caught what I said. Ain't no stopping me now. I'm not gonna stop when y'all want me to stop, but I'm supposed to stop because I want to stop, not because you want me to stop. It's because I want to stop, not because you want me to stop. I can't be great because you want me to be your great. I cannot be great because you want me to be your great. And your great is different from my great. And that's what makes us so unique and special, because I might not have that greatness, but I have this greatness, and both our greatness combined makes greatness. And all I can see is you continue to make all this greatness. That explains the God that should have been explained in the Bible from the first place. Let it go. Let it go of all that foolish teachings that they gave us to make our mind be divided. See, it's the war starts as if in your brain. When you divide it off into your brain, that's when you don't have no understanding. So first of all, the first thing you had to go back to was when they told us in Bible, see, everybody didn't go to church. And for the ones who went to church, they know that while they was in church, those scriptures, those were recycled scriptures that has been used. Those are recycled scriptures. What I mean by recycled scriptures, you go into any household, they had specific scriptures that they abided by in their life. They put it on the refrigerator, they put it on the wall. Some now they got it tattooed to make them understand. I got some verses right now I want to go to make us, you understand what I'm saying? I got Bible verses. I mean, that Bible got some stuff in there to make you equipped. You got to be a spiritual warrior. That boy say that you got to have them on the right gear, though. You got to have the helmet of salvation. How you want me to teach? You got to have a sword, man. You got to have a sword. But he wasn't talking nothing physical to jab and penetrate you and to kill your flesh. But he had something to penetrate you and open up something so where your soul and your real you can manifest and it can make progress and it can grow. It can keep growing. That's what you need to build. That's what we need to build. So now you're seeing that the only people that you come around is the people that make you stronger. Now, that's if your mind is in the right place. That's if you vibrating on the same frequencies. They changed the frequency. What I mean by change the frequency, when I say change the frequency, just listen to the music that you like. See, I listen to rap, and I listen to rap for the beats. And the beats make my body and something on the inside feel something. For the ones who are inclined to that music, you know exactly what I'm doing. It's the bass that does me. It's something about whatever frequency that bass is, it makes me, if I had some bass in the background, I'd be going harder than what I'm going harder now because that bass makes it amplifies. It's like taking a shot of liquor. It amplifies it. So if that's a certain frequency, because all this shit is frequencies, numbers, M-A-Z. See, the shit we ain't paying attention to in school, now it come back later, you'll see, the older you get, you'll see what that shit meant. So you got to live a little bit to understand some of the stuff that they were saying, just like I said, and it works both ways, oxymoron. What I mean by, you got some shit over here, some shit I tell my kids right now, y'all. I tell them, when I'm telling them something, I know I'm not telling it to them for right now. They think I'm telling it to them for right now. They're not even paying attention to shit I'm saying. But I guarantee it, you give it 5 to 10 years, probably not even 10, you give it 5 years, they're going to come back and they're going to remember everything that you told them. So that's why you do that. Make it make sense. I'm here to 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 do what I love doing, which is spreading knowledge, spreading wisdom, whatever fits into your soothing of your ears. Use that word, use that frequency, use whatever that is. See, I like to be so, you can call me, you can call it whatever, but hey, I like to break my life down into pieces, straight up. Frequencies, volume, all that, I like to break down the pieces. I like to be somewhere where I can control my own environment, so therefore my environment will not control me. If I know that I got to go to an environment where I got to prepare myself, then I understand that, like, I know what I'm going to prepare myself when I go to work. I just know that it's wide open. I mean, anytime you walk outside your door, it's wide open. What if it's wide open in your house and then you go outside and it's not wide open out there? But what if it's the opposite? What if it's quiet in your house and then you go out there and it's wide open? How do you deal with the wide open? That's what I'm trying to get to. How do you deal with the wide open? See, you got to know that anytime positive is here, anytime that you see positive results or you see a pat on your back, know that negative is just to take over. Just know it. The more positive it is, the more negative the shit fits to get. The more positive it is, the more negative the shit fits to get. It's not the more negative the shit is, the positive coming. Oh, man. It's not the more negative that happens to you, the positive coming. No, man, it's the more positive that you're doing, the more negative's coming. I hope that helps somebody. And you sitting up there thinking that all that trouble, something good gonna happen. But what if you change the way that you think and say all the good that you do, all this negative gotta happen? But that's why I see why you can't question yourself, because sometimes you might not be doing enough good work. You might be the one you might be the reason why. Your presence is the reason why. See, we think our presence is this way if we're not aware. But they see your presence is this way. So if you can just bring all that and combine it into one and to know that who you are, and to know that, you know what, now I have to do this, whatever is according to me and how I'm thinking. If I just do this, if I just keep my eye on the target, keep my eye on the prize. I'm going scripture now. Because that's, I know what the Christians say. You just keep your eyes on Jesus. You keep your eyes on Christ. Huh? Y'all been here chilling with me, and y'all know Christ means a name given to you by the people. Y'all been rocking with me. You'll know now the definition of Christ. And if you don't believe me, you can go back it up yourself and see that Christ was a name given to Jesus by the people. So now, when you make it better, it says Christ. You say, now you made in our image. So you know that God is here and then Christ, right? Because that's the Father. He said that they are one. So if all of them are one, do you know how powerful you are? I'm here to make sure that you get everything back that was sucked up out of you last week, this week, last month, right now. I'm telling you, that stuff got to lay low for a little bit and wait for that cool front to come in. See, it's been a heat dome around some of the righteous. It's been a heat dome around some of the ones who give their last. It's been a heat dome around people right now who working and they doing everything to get better. It's a heat dome around us. What that heat dome does, it puts us on pressure and it puts us on eggshells, and everything really can take a look at it. Take a look at it. Take a look at yesterday. Take a look at the day before. I told y'all 2 weeks ago, and I've been on there for 2 weeks ago. However, whatever your age is, you go back 10 years. Whatever 10th year you're in now, that last 10, the last 10, the last 10, so on and so forth. It applies for how many times you evolved around that sun and was still here putting up with the same stuff that you've been putting up with, but you've been looking for some answers. But the whole time you're looking for the answers, the cheat sheet was right there on your leg. Put them 9s in that chat again. Somebody remind me, put them 9s in them chats again if you're rocking with the knowledge of yourself. When you say come see about me, you're not talking about me or whatever I'm standing up for. You are talking about yourself and whatever gift that God gave you, because everybody was equipped with a gift, and the gift came out of gift bag that he had himself. So if he was generous to you and he gave you more than one gift, if there's no 9s in the chat right now, I don't understand why you're even standing up, sitting here saying anything, because that means you do not know how to give thanks, and you do not know when it's time to give thanks. It is also time to give thanks when you're going through some things. It's also time to give thanks to my car not being able to be working for about a month after it worked for a week, and after me spending X amount of dollars and then getting that back and then had to wait again, and then I had to pay this and I had to pay that, and then I don't have that to pay this, and to still be in a position to where I'm still happy that I'm here to be able to talk to the people that just have an ear to hear, and they just want to be in a place where they ain't got to be they could be translucent. They cannot be judged. They can't, whatever they do, if they chew on Black and Mild tips, if they barbecue and they don't use coal, I mean, if they eat meat and if they don't eat meat, I mean, if they got dreads, if they got a taper fade, if they got a shag, or if they got a city fade, I mean, anyway it goes, the front to back is still the same thing, and we all gonna make the same amount of noise. Even if you was in this group making noise by yourself, because you one deep, you still making noise. And you still joining the other shit that's out there making noise. So what makes you so different when you understand that everything is one, and you start putting it all together as one, and then you be like, okay, the same way I would want people to view me as, how about I up the ante and I go above and beyond and be extra? I gotta fake it till I make it. No, you ain't gotta fake it till you make it. Just gotta be ready to go beyond an extra. What's beyond an extra? Say you was in a household and you had morals. I don't care what happened, but whatever happened in that period of time that it happened, daddy being there, daddy not being there, mama being the only person there, both parents been there. Whatever it is, you the child that got it. You don't know how you got it because you was the one. They said you was the one. I'm talking to them ones that was, because they master teachers. I guarantee if they do their life number, it'll end up a solid number like mine, which is 33. And if you don't know anything about the numbers, when you add up your life number, that means that I was a master teacher. I found that out through going and seeking knowledge, because God say, you ain't going to never know if you don't never talk to me. And if you ain't going to never talk to me, I ain't going to never give you the answers. So if you wonder why God ain't saying nothing to you yet, you ain't been thankful enough for where you at. You ain't been thankful enough for where you been. You ain't been thankful enough to where you been at right now. You ain't been thankful enough when you ain't got shit to give to somebody. You ain't been thankful enough to when you just ain't got it. You ain't been thankful enough when you lost a loved one. You ain't been thankful enough when you got into a car accident. You ain't been thankful enough when you can't pay this rent. You ain't been thankful enough when they fired your ass. You can't be thankful enough when you quit. You can't be thankful enough when you cussed out your girlfriend. You can't be thankful enough when you yelled at your girlfriend. Can't be thankful enough when your girlfriend yelled at you. Can't be thankful enough when a random person that you went to at Walgreens cut in front of you and said, fuck you. You can't do that. You just nothing. But all you can do is just sit up there and say, okay, this last 10 years, I would have slapped the shot to this person. That 10 years before that, I probably wouldn't have said shit to this person. And that 10 years before that, I still didn't understand what the fuck was going on anyway. So now where I'm at right now, for all the shit I've been through, I choose to treat this person as nice as I can, even though this person just gonna fuck me over. Even if I know this person gonna fuck me over and this person not gonna fuck with me, I still know that there's people out there that just don't fuck with you, but they're cool with you because they know that you're cool people. They just not cool enough to tell you that you're cool. I'm just gonna sit up there and talk for all the people. Well, they got people who just shake their hand and they really don't fuck with you. They still shake your hand anyway, and you don't want their energy, and you to learn that you waking up and everything, and you still shake their hand, but you know that energy can't transform because you can block energy too, just as well as you can receive energy. And if I don't want none of this stuff from none of these people, I don't have to be around none of you people, and I don't have to like none of you people. I don't have to put your name up on none of that stuff. I just know credit goes where credit due, and credit comes out itself because you don't have to give credit, because if you see what people doing, you just gonna say, hey, you know what? I ain't gonna sound no big ass trumpet to give shout out to the people that I know doing exactly what they was born to do, because I was just like them, but I was different. You got your own lane of doing it. And if people don't like your lane of doing it, hey, you might want to shy away from that, because they might not like the lane that you're doing it, but they in the same car when you in that lane. They're in the same car. What's up, Gilbert? They're in the same car when you in that lane. They're in that same car. They're in the same car in the same lane because you let them in the car. That's why they're in your lane. You let them in the car. That's why they're in your lane. I don't know. They need to stay on my lane. The haters need to stay on my lane. They in your car. Get them out your car. Or don't get in their car. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't get in their car. Stop car hopping. Stop soul hopping too. Just stick with one thing and stick with that. I seen something. I was just studying some stuff, and I said, man, you know what? When you eat, man, you're supposed to eat. If it's 3 things on your plate, you're supposed to eat all of that one thing. Then go to the second thing and eat all of that, and then go to the third thing, eat all that the way you. And I know sometimes I just scoop all that shit up one scoop. I got a fork and that shit need a spoon. I don't give a fuck. I'm hungry. I scooped all that shit up there for and ate that shit. That's how we live life. That's exactly how we live life. We want it all and we got to get it all. Can't save nobody for nothing. Y'all think about that mentality and how long you're in that mentality. And some of us still in that mentality right now. But I'm giving you a chance to sit up there and say and get that shit up off of you if you want to get it up off of you. All you got to say, man, I ain't going to do that fuck shit no more. See, right now, if you one of the ones that say, you know what, I need not to do that fuck shit no more. See, I've been trying to be taken to some place. I understand, look, man, I'm on some high-tech shit right now, man. I'm at work and one of the employees tried to fight me because he was busy and said I was talking to him crazy. I was talking to him. We in a restaurant. And in the restaurant, you always talking shit because you want the orders to come out fast. Come on, man. Don't act like y'all don't know what's going on. No fuck on. You in somebody else shit and you know it's the weekend and you there at night. The fuck? Man, stop. With all that shit. And that's how we live life. I use my example so I can get through life. And then I know I can't see none of y'all shit because some of y'all just ain't going to be brave enough like I am to put the shit out there. I know about putting the shit out there with a witness, god dog. I know if I can put that out there with, I know how much I'm gonna get back. I know how much respect I'm gonna get back. So I know how much the universe gonna love me for that shit, man. I know the code, bro. I know the fucking code, bro. It's a code to this shit, man. And the code ain't fucking hard. While people looking and trying to find the shit and looking and trying to find the shit, that's why you're fucking up, because you're looking trying to find the shit. I hope you're looking at my hand. You're looking trying to find the shit. You're looking trying to find the shit. Look at your hand the whole time you're doing this shit. You tired of the motherfucker because you're doing the same shit. You doing the same shit. That's why I'm my hand on my motherfucking head, because this is how boring it looks. This is what I'm telling. This is how I evaluated myself. This is I'm telling y'all how I evaluate. Reggie, you doing the same shit? Cut all this shit out. And can't nobody say shit about you. So when they say shit about you, you know goddamn well I've been so motherfucking still. I can turn into a goddamn mannequin right now. And y'all niggas can't say shit, because all I do is go to work and try to be the best person in the world. I try to beat what the fuck I did Wednesday, on Thursday, on Friday, when it come back to Monday tomorrow. And when I get to talking and this shit get to flowing, it ain't because that's what I'm just saying, man. I've been doing this for so long, I just let that shit flow, because I teach my own self out of my own motherfucking voice. I teach my own self out of my own voice. That's why they say when you talk to yourself, you're crazy. No, you the fuck not. Because you want to get that shit up out of it. You keep that shit in there, that means you're going to keep on going somewhere else, and you keep that shit in, and then you're going to take somebody else's shit too. Because some of y'all know y'all got to, the only way that you can live, you got to grab on and latch on to somebody. See, in the Bible, that lady said, they say in the Bible, that lady, all that they said in the Bible, they kept saying, I always like saying they said in the Bible. They say that lady, she said, if I could just touch it, goddamn, if I could just touch. There's some people around you right now, if they can just hear your voice, nigga, they can live life right. Some people that just need to hear your voice so they can live life right. Boy, that's cold. Do you know who you are again? Because that sounds like God to me. Because God brings back God, man. God does some unbelievable stuff. And if you ain't here to say thank God, then hey, I don't care what God you think. That's the difference between me and them. I don't care what God you think. That's not my business. Why would I want you to like the same God that I like? Because you don't believe in everything I believe in. So why I'm trying to get you to like the God that I like? I don't want extra confusion in my life. I want my shit simple. If somebody meet me and I must say what the fuck needed to, it's like an ID, because ID got your name, your birthday, your height, your eye color. So when I meet somebody in person, I'm gonna give you look, life, occupation, whoop whoop. You go from there. But I'm gonna be the same person on this left side of this hyphen that's divine shit again as the same person on this side. Ring, no ring, I'm going to be the same person all the way across the board. I cannot change the shit for nobody, because Jesus didn't change shit for nobody. Yeshua didn't change shit for nobody. He didn't change shit. He just was the Messiah, the Lord, whatever group needs to be acknowledged at this point. That's why it's make sense. Because I want it to make sense. I don't want us to be divided no more. And I don't want us to be divided on understanding of what someone else read. Love what someone else read, and however they got whatever they got out of that story, whether that story was true nor false. Just respect the fact that you are around somebody that respects the fact that you're around somebody. And I guarantee wealth will follow. Wealth will follow. Prosperity will follow. Because you're going to be around people who's going to say, I'm going to manifest it. Not only I'm going to manifest it, because manifested ain't coming fast enough. Praying, we got to think about that. I don't know when that word came out, and I know that's a word. And I know they didn't call it praying when it all began. I know it was worship. I know worship been here longer than prayer. Some of y'all missed that. Some of y'all missed that whole thing. Worship is greater than prayer. Because that means you worshiping something even though that you ain't getting what the fuck you want. You worshiping something knowing that you can't get what the fuck you want. Where is it? Cut this thing. Oh man. This is make sense, man. I'm supposed to get to I read these things because I got scriptures that I keep, and it energizes and it charges me. And that's the same thing that I want to happen here. So I had a right to look this stuff up on my thing, but I'd rather look at it on my TV and find it anyway. But y'all keep putting them nines in that chat, and y'all keep sharing this information because it's information. It's what it is. It's information. It's whatever you want to do. It's for entertainment purposes only. For all the content creation world out there, this is for entertainment purposes only. I'm not trying to. I ain't trying to convert nobody. I ain't out here. I don't want y'all to try to put strikes on the page or anything like that. Because once my consistency catch up with my growth, then I know that the numbers will be up. And then, hey, we can go from there. Then you can do something that you love to do and get the residual income that you're supposed to get from doing something that you love to do. See, when you go work for something and you know that it's not yours and that it's not yours all the way and you do not own that and you love working at it, that means that whenever it's time for you to get your own stuff, you're going to love and you're going to worship that. See, we at a time now where you can get your own shit. That's why they got robots coming. Oh, man, stop playing, Rich. You know why they got robots coming? Because if you ain't got no type of hustle, your ass ain't going to make it. The robots supposed to take over their little lower class shit, man, and they're going to, I ain't talking about lower class, I'm talking about the lower class is a mindset. It ain't got nothing to do with the money. Has nothing to do with the money. Y'all give it a second. I'm trying. I'm gonna get there. I'm gonna get there. So, you got so much power in you. Yeah. Just walk by and now they gave us. So while I'm here, I was looking for that Bible scripture that I had, but I was so focused on getting everything happening here. I'm gonna find it. It's in Matthew. Oh, while we're in Matthew, what is your kingdom right now? Let me help some of y'all out. What is your kingdom right now? And what I mean by what is your kingdom, man, what I mean by that is it says seek first the kingdom to get all understanding. What is your kingdom? I want you to think about that right now, man. You got to think about what is your kingdom. Where your mind at right now? That's the kingdom that you're living in. Wherever your mindset is at right now, say, I know somebody right now, mindset been, man, motherfucker, they knock me down. I'm talking about, man, every time I try to get up, my motherfucker knock me down. I can't even get my balance right. And you still get back up. I'm talking to you right now. I'm talking to you right now. They've been knocked over so many motherfucking times that shit, when you fall down, that shit don't do nothing. It'll make you tougher. Shit, you to find a different way how to get up off the ground. You to find a different way how to hit the ground to where you ain't even got to hit the ground no more every time somebody knock you down. Because you got to know somebody's there to knock you down. You got to know somebody is there to knock you down. See, the best way to defeat anything is to know that shit has to happen. And if you're a human being, only certain shit happens to human beings. You're not an animal because certain shit happens to an animal. But guess what? Same shit happens to animals can happen to humans. So what I'm saying is, as long as you know that something's going to happen, at least you know that you're aware of it, and it makes you less in fear. Because the more that you have to think about it, that means you're in fear because you're thinking about it and you give it some time. Now, if you're thinking about not fear, you think about prosperity and gaining and how you're going to do better, then that's the only thing that's going to happen to you. That's the only thing that's going to happen to you is you getting better. That's the only thing that can happen to you. But you just got to know when getting better comes, that means that bullshit got to come with it. That means when you're getting better, that means it's got to be more bullshit than they're getting better. Because if you're doing a lot of bullshit, it's only going to be a little good shit to happen. Because if you're doing a lot of bullshit, good shit got to happen to remind you that, say, man, if you would have been this way, this could have been more this way than this here shit way. But you're used to this way and you're comfortable this way, and that's where you take that L at. When you're used to this way and you're comfortable from this way. And see, I can't never get comfortable where I'm at because shit always alternates and changes. Now, if I'm living in a state of a mind where I'm not understanding it and I'm not getting it and I'm thinking shit's still the same, then, hey, I never grew out of that spot, man. And that's sad, man. That's sad. What's up, Miss Reba? How you doing? That's sad, man. That's sad. If you the more that you make progress, and when I'm looking at progress, I'm looking at something that's elevated to go a certain distance and it's going upwards. And the more that you go up, the more you gotta come down. There's more down than it is up. So always realize when you got your shit and your I's is dotted and your T's crossed and you there, get your ass into an uncomfortable situation and put yourself in an uncomfortable situation. or uncomfortable situation gonna come to you in multiples. See, it gotta come to you in multiples, because if you come in one time, you're already prepared to you get 3 strikes. You're already prepared. But see, if you always prepared, you ain't never gotta get prepared. And how do you always get prepared? You gotta know shit. I want to teach y'all how to get power into yourself. And I was doing it earlier, and I do it almost every time. First and foremost, do your hand like this here. This is all the shit that you know. Outside this circle, it's some more shit you need to find out. Are you going to be the person that's stuck inside of here in this kingdom to where you satisfied with what you learned and you don't want to open your mind up to nothing else and you want to keep it as is? Ain't nothing wrong with that. Because if you're treating the universe fairly and you're not mistreating the universe, or you're not mistreating it, when I say the universe, I mean everything is one. So universe, some call it God, some call it universe, because they have their certain understanding, because I don't want to offend nobody else's God. So therefore, like I say, this is just educational purpose only. I'll be here to make sure I better myself in a way that I can be beneficial to somebody else's life. And I just want to be and even criticize and be critical to my own self, to my own ways, and be critical and write down, okay, so next time I'll make sure I handle this situation like this. Like yesterday, like I said, I'm at work, and it got to a point to where I was like, come on outside. I told the man, come on outside. I'm at work. There's people in there. The ticket. Come on outside, man. Come on outside. Y'all got to be careful, because y'all don't know. That man probably going through some shit. I know I've been going through some shit. And then once all that shit combined, and that's how fast it happened. You know, got some people that intervene with it. I'm just saying, man, stuff like that, man, being without a car, I'm lifting and catching the bus, and I'm just being humble right now, man, because, you know, y'all like to shine. I like to be big. You understand what I'm saying? I'm already big, but y'all know what it is. I'm talking about the ones that, you know, when you step out, you the goddamn on me. You know, when you cut the light on, you know, you the reason why the light coming on, because you the electricity and not the light bulb. You the electricity and not the light bulb. That means you the shit. That means you the whole source. That means you the source from the beginning to the end. That means you was the alpha and omega to the end. And if you believe in it, then you'll know that you was God. Then you'll know that, hey, there is a God that's above me. And so therefore I am in that image. So therefore everything that I'm going to do is great. Even so, everything that I'm doing is going to be great. This is the part where I empower y'all, by the way. This is the part where I told you I teach you right here. See, once you know the order of command, once you know in the beginning they lied, once you know that you tore away all that shit and tore that shit down and became a newborn baby, like the Christians say, then you can realize some shit. Now you can look at shit with some different glasses on. You can take the glasses you had on, you can take them off. That means you have transformed. That means that you have become, I'm talking about all that stuff that you learned when we was younger, because if you grew up where I grew up at, and the people I grew up around, we grew up in churches, and there was a church in every neighborhood you went to. I don't care what street you went to. It was a church for every street. It was a church for every avenue. And I know that you go in there and they're going to teach you the same shit. They might not be on the same lesson like Jehovah's Witnesses is, but they're going to be talking about the same scriptures. And those same scriptures, like I say, give strength to people and they take strength away. They help people and they hinder people. It's because how we perceived it. And if you got one particular group that goes and come into one spot to give the message to the people, then that people right there, you got to understand where they get that shit from. And then once you go find that, see, now that's what you call getting knowledge. That's what you call understanding some shit. Because I know when you get some understanding some shit, there's some shit that you're not going to understand. I know it's some shit that you're not going to understand. It's going to be some shit that you're not going to understand. It's supposed to be, but you don't supposed to stop right there if you don't understand it. You're supposed to, you know, you want to know. You want to know, what the fuck am I living for? And why the fuck am I living if I'm just going to die? And some people are taught that. Some people was taught that you gon' see them people again once you leave here, and they gonna recognize you. Well, until all that happened, I'm still living now. So what I'm supposed to do with that? Because it ain't nothing I can do with that. Because I'm still breathing oxygen right now. And so if I'm still breathing oxygen right now, that means I'm still going through this shit that I'm going through that they call life that you cannot escape. But the only way you can escape that shit is if you just free your fucking mind. How you gonna free your mind when you got to worry about laws and rules and shit? You can't do this and you can't do that. By the time you get any type of fucking cognitive understanding, all you know is, I bet not do this and I bet not do that. But we human motherfucking nature, and we curious than a motherfucker. And we're gonna why the fuck we gotta find out? Nobody. Y'all ain't gotta fuck with me. Just put them nines in the chat if you fucking with me. Why? Put them nines in the chat. I just want to see nines. I don't want to. Please put them nines. Bang them motherfucking nines, because I want to see the nines when I watch this shit later on. When I finish going live, I'm supposed to go back to my TV and watch myself on the TV so I can regurgitate the shit that I said and get ready for this goddamn week that's coming first. Because this week that's coming right now, I know every time I get my big mouth ass on here and start talking to y'all, I gotta go live everything that I got to talking to y'all. So the moment I say empower yourself, find something good to hold on to in debt, find something good to hold on when you lost somebody, find goods to something and hold on to that shit when you lost, and all you've been doing is losing, because I know I'm not the only one on here that feels like you've been losing. But I'm here to say today that I ain't lost shit. So I ain't gonna let that victory, God doggone me, get the win. I'm gonna just turn around and say, you know what? It could have been worse. And I'm happy that I'm still able to be in front of y'all doing what I do when I do it. On a Sunday, 3 p.m.-ish. Make it make sense. Make it make sense. I've been running my mouth so much, I ain't even the whole has stopped me from. Hold up, y'all give me a second. The whole time, I know this probably was not where I was at, but I was starting right here. That's just how it is. I like to be authentic as fuck. I like to be me. I gotta let it flow. I gotta give thanks to whatever be, and I know who that is, and I ain't got to explain it to y'all. I'm just grateful that I be in the presence of, and it gives me the power to, and y'all can hear it for those who understand what I'm saying and why my eyes. Kinfolk Keisha, I'm supposed to call you as soon as it's over with. I got a good 14 minutes. It's some more stuff that got to be done. Take a look at yourself. I said take a look at yourself. And I say ask yourself this. Were you thankful for everything that happened to you this past week? And when you think about that answer before you blurt it out, I want you to think about all the shit that you went through just this week alone, on top of the shit that you have been going through, on top of the shit you haven't buried before that. And I want you to find something right now that you can hold on to that'll just make you smile out of nowhere. Instead of you looking for somebody to do it for you or expect somebody to do it for you. Huh? Only person that's going to do something for you is your mind and what you put in it. It ain't got nothing to do with what you saying or how you saying it. If you change the way things will start happening, and you'll start understanding how this thing works. Giving thanks makes this thing go well-rounded. In the middle of the thing that's going around is something on the middle of that, and that's called love. See, if you're with me, you'll do this and see this motion and this power, because once I'm doing this power, it feels like I'm stirring up something. It feels like I can stir up wind. All I'm putting in this here is they say, man, I'm thankful for the position that I'm being in right now. I'm thankful for the position that I'm being in right now. And I just want to let somebody else know how thankful I am for being in the position that I am right now. See, I got some people out here that really genuinely love me right now. And there's some people out there that I really genuinely love back. I don't have to do no name shouting. I don't have to sound no trumpet. You know who you are. I know who you is. We know who we are. We don't have to pinpoint nothing because that's for sure. You don't do this for somebody else. You do this because you love yourself. You stop smoking cigarettes when you smoke cigarettes because you love yourself. You start passing the UAs and stop feeling the UAs because you love yourself, not because if you don't pass this UA, you're going to jail. Prison. Some fucking pee. Love yourself for whatever you done, for whatever you did, and for whatever you fist to do. Love yourself. Because they're going to hate you whether you love yourself. Because they're going to hate you whether you wrong or right. And when you're in your head and you defeated something that you deemed is necessary to quit doing to better your love with other people so they can get an understanding without you trying to explain it to them. See, an explainer don't like to explain what they know. That's one thing. I don't like to explain what I know to somebody who don't have no explanation. Then it's going to be a power struggle. And I don't like power struggle. But you're going to face that. What you do when you're in the power struggle. See, they don't want to tell you about you're going to face power struggle. They don't want to tell you that. They're going to say you're going to overcome. Now, nigga, you need to start telling the people adversity coming. And that backside of that hurricane, that shit that y'all thought I forgot about the hurricane, that backside of the hurricane, that shit coming. You already faced it, the other side of the hurricane. Now the other side got to come. Whoa, boy, how did you bring that together like that? I don't sleep. I got to stay up because I might miss the download. I might miss the message. Well, I got messages out there, huh? Them gifts that he had in the beginning, man. The boy say, look, I'm going to give you a couple of them. You get one because you powerful. You get a couple of them because you super powerful. You get this one because this is all I need you to do. You get around a bunch of people that know what they're supposed to do with what they got. God, dog. They look like a family to me. Too bad we can't get that today because they throw everything in. It's Democrat Party, Republican Party, Bloods, Crips. Everything is divided. Police, criminals, fuck. Dollar General, Family Dollar. I mean, fuck, man. You can't fucking win, bro. Wendy's, Whataburger. Every time you see a Denny's, it's a La Quinta Inn. I mean, what the fuck is going on, bro? Like, come on, man. You ain't gotta do nothing. You ain't gotta do nothing. I say, you ain't gotta, hey, you ain't gotta do nothing. You ain't got to do nothing. You ain't gotta do nothing. You ain't gotta do nothing. I know what I'm gonna do. And the ones that actually, because some shit, you gotta apply because I'm gonna tell you why. Some stuff that's people like me that do this here, when they talk, somebody on the other end catches it. They catches it because they was praying. They was either praying or they already knew that a breakthrough was coming. They already knew that I'm going to get confirmation for what I've been feeling, what I've been thinking, or what I've been talking to about somebody else. But you said the same thing that I said. You said the same thing, and y'all in different places, but y'all experiencing the same thing about the same thing. So tell me how powerful that is. That sound like one. That sound like omnipotence, right? That sound like God is in every position, right? So if God is in every position, and I just talked about 3 different people, that means that you are God. That means that you are in the image. That's the picture that I'm trying to paint. So if you know that power, you already know that. Say, man, whatever I'm going through, that Jesus went through that. See, for the Jesus lover out there, the Yeshua lovers out there, man. Hey. First thing you got to do is know that, say, man, if I want to be this, I got to walk like this. So if you got to walk like this, that means you got to know that you just have to know that whatever the fuck you standing on, a nigga want to push you off that bitch. We run around here thinking ain't nobody supposed to push us off that shit. Yes, somebody's supposed to push us the fuck off of it. When they push you off and fall, you don't know how to get up because your ass ain't never failed before. That's why you lost your goddamn mind, because shit, you ain't never felt before, because you was always on top. You was always on top because you always had somebody behind you holding your ass up. So if somebody was holding your ass up the whole time, you got to be thankful for that. Some people don't acknowledge the fact that they was held up all the time, and then they got to be exposed, and then that shit got to come out. And then anything that's done, that shit has to come out. It has to seep out, because that's the only way that it's going to cleanse itself, and that's the only way that it comes out. That's what's called the Bible. That's what they did, record some shit, and we're being recorded right now for every action that we do, because AI tells us everything that we've been doing for the past, whatever the hell we've been doing. AI telling us, and that's a goddamn machine and robot. But I really think that that's a machine and a robot. That's some shit that been here before, and it's just exposing itself again, and we just came all the way back around again. Just like when we was kids, we was watching the Jetsons. Now the Jetsons is here, nigga. We motherfucking Elroy. We George Jetson, daughter Judy, all that shit. We that shit now. We got flying cars and shit, all that shit. Motherfucking people was telling us that shit. This is the point that I was trying to get at. They've been telling us shit. They've been new to shit. They've been knowing the shit. They've been keep that and shit. You could be part of that crowd too that know the shit. And when you know the shit, then say it. You know what you're here for. You know that this shit don't ever die. Nigga, you don't never die. That's why they say it's everlasting life. But we so stuck on this goddamn dimension right here that this is the only dimension that, no, nigga, when you go to sleep, where the fuck you think you be at? When you be falling from wherever the fuck you falling from? Or in a place where a dead person, a person that ain't here no more, you'd have had a dream of that person. That person was talking with some clothes on, looked real good. So tell me what the fuck is that? Because that shit fucks with you when you know that they gone in this realm right here. But when you can go to that realm and see them, and you can wake up, yeah, your ass gonna be crying. But you like, damn, I talked to the motherfucker. I got to see him. And see, that's the shit that they tell us. You get to experience the shit right now. Quit having to wait till you die to experience the shit that you're supposed to experience when you living. See, they want you to be dead while you're living, so you can't experience nothing. You can't share that stuff. And when you share that stuff, you're gonna find out, hey, the more that you sharing information, the more information got to come back to you, and then the more you start understanding, because you're gonna get put around that same atmosphere, that same environment, that same way of living. Hey, even if you in that bullshit ass way of living, you're gonna stay in that same way of living. Different person, but it's gonna be the same level. You're gonna have $10 more than what you had 10 years ago. Then you're gonna have $20 more than what you had 20 more years ago, which means you had $10, $30, $40. And that's the mentality that you had, because you was around them mentality type ass people, because that's the type of frequency that you beat. That was the type of drum that you was beating on. That was the type of bass that you was. That was the type of guitar that you was. That was the type of piano that you was. That was the type of organ that you was. Whatever you was, that's what you was. If you was just here to get whatever the fuck you was trying to get, and you didn't give a fuck what the person was, then that's the type of person that you was. If you was the person there that was there and knew that you was there and that you really care, and then they would service you with some shit that you never been serviced with before, and then you don't know how to act when they cut those services off, and then you start doing some type of shit, and then you start getting out of character, then them person turn into you, and then you turn into that character. Yeah, that shit's real, because that's energy transference. And that's what shit happens when you put love into it. So you got to be careful who the fuck you love. You got to be careful what the fuck you love. You're supposed to love yourself in the first place. And once you love yourself, you know you got all the power, because when you love yourself, you can do anything, because you ain't got to worry about nobody pumping your stupid ass up. I don't need nobody to pump my motherfucking ass up. Why the fuck do I need a cheerleader or somebody to pump me the fuck up to do some shit that I already know that I'm capable of doing, because I've been doing this shit my whole life, and I've been getting nothing but some good ass results. Some of you niggas living so goddamn fast, you couldn't even reap the benefits of the results that you was getting. So therefore, you done squandered all your shit off, and the way you looking right now, you ain't supposed to look like that. But you looked like this back then, and then now it's the nigga that you was shitting on. That nigga there is in your position, you in their position. I keep telling you, man, that's that transfer flip-flop shit. That shit happens when your mind ain't in the right place and you ain't thinking about the right shit. They try to goddamn me put this shit into your mind that, hey, man, you got to obey your masters and obey the law and obey the land. Nigga, you know how much fear that is, nigga? God, dog, these niggas so worried about not what the fuck. Bro, just understand that, okay, man, look, if I do this, this gonna happen. So guess what? If I live by, okay, if I do this, this gonna happen, that means I can't control another. I can't control another. Let me say this shit because I like Future. I like to say my shit 3 times. I can't control another motherfucking thing that's happening. I can't control none of that shit. If I can't control it, I don't want to know about it. The shit I can control, I'm going to control that shit. And one thing I just said about me, I like to be better than what I was 10 seconds ago. So if I felt like I went hard a couple of seconds ago, I want to make sure I go harder than that this next time. And the harder I mean is to make sure that I keep connecting the stuff that I learned and the stuff that some of the people that was in the same environment learned, and then they can put it next to each other and they can look at it and be like, okay, we was taught some bullshit. And man, where I'm at right now, the shit that I knew from the bullshit I learned, okay, I got to make sure this generation don't, okay, yeah, I'm talking to you. That's the one that I'm talking to. The one that likes to change the shit. Yeah, first you got to change your goddamn self. And the way that you come at yourself. And the way that you understand what self is. Self is love, and love is God, and God is you because you are in the image. And so therefore, be careful because you can't end up serving the wrong God if you get around the wrong people because they're going to convince you that God is, and that's the same God, but it's not. The greatest trick of all is the devil sitting up there saying that, come on now, I mean, shit. Make it make sense. Every Sunday. 3 p.m-ish, 1 hour-ish or so. But before I get off here, y'all go to my YouTube page. Come See About Me, 4300. At Come See About Me, 4300. Y'all go to my YouTube page and y'all subscribe. I'll know if the nines mean something. I know if the nines mean something. If I see 2 or more subscriptions today. And I'm only doing this because I don't ask y'all for no money. I don't want nobody to do, you know what I'm saying? I don't want nobody. All I know is if I see that my subscriptions went up 1 or 2 people, then I mean that I know that, hey, there's some people really out here that likes what I'm serving. And I appreciate everybody that come on here and like what I'm serving. I appreciate the ones that's on here all the time. I'm still learning on this new platform. I wish I would have seen it, but that was my fault. It ain't nobody's fault but mine. As soon as the camera cut on, I went straight to work. If anybody know me, that's what when I come to work at work. As soon as I touch that door, I'm coming to work. I'm gonna play a little bit, but I come to work. I don't come to do nothing else in nobody else's store or establishment. I don't come there to change their rules or do what the fuck I want to do and do what they say because I don't want you fucking talking to me. The whole key in my life right now is I don't want you to tell me some shit that I know I'm supposed to be doing as a human being anyway, which means treat people the way that I say kindness is and not what the world think kindness is. And yeah, respect it. I appreciate that. Y'all know. Appreciate everybody. Until then. Mr. Erico, baby. Come see about me. And we swing and swing right, swing left. Roll with me or get rolled over. I'm rolling like a locomotive. Ain't no stopping me now. 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 So why would you try? I tell no lies. Got fear in his eyes. Don't play with this guy that is not wise. Play my hand right. Got pink Sprite. Styrofoam white. Top 8 ice. She's so shy. She still try. These lame ass niggas, they so tired. Stay getting money. Try to take from me. Rap like a mummy. Can't say nothing. That's his money. Bring it here, honey. She work for me. Fly snow bunny. Whatever I said, I done it. Talk girly, run me my money. Drip hard, I keep water running. Stack hard, thumbing through blue hundreds. Summing up, take nothing, I'm funded. Hear nothing, these rappers be mumbling. Running up, magician with the numbers. Cold winters, this band's in the summer. No, really, I'm just being honest. Graduated and hustling with honors. Beat the case, not guilty, your honor. No snitching, not talking, I promise. Ain't no stopping me now. 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 Swing.